Hi everyone, and welcome to Proverbs Home. I am your host Lisa. I hope you're having a great day today. I am drinking out of this cup. I have to share this cup with you. It is in Spanish, so for those of you who don't know Spanish, bear with me. I will repeat it in English. And it says, Todo lo puedo en Cristo que me fortalece. And that's Philippians 4:13. And look who came to visit us, Elijah. And that means I can do all things through Christ. Hi, beautiful. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So I love this cup. I got one for my mom and one for me. I got her one for Mother's Day and I bought me one, so we got matching cups. And I just think it's so pretty. It's a nice mug and it's just a nice cup to use when you are trying to organize. Got to the point where I decided it's time for me to organize this cabinet here. It is one of those, even Elijah thinks it's time to organize it. Look at him. He's watching. He's looking. He's like, oh. And he loves getting in drawers. He loves stuff like that. Anything comfortable, anything with clothes, anything with blankets. He likes to play. That is how he is. I am sitting right here in front of my armoire. And I am just thrilled.
Armoire.
I'm going to tell you why. Because this took me a while for me to organize it. Have you ever been in a situation in your house? You have that closet, that dresser, that bathroom cabinets, kitchen cabinets, laundry room cabinets, laundry room period that you know you need to organize. And it just gets to the point we get so busy with everything else we got going on that we try to avoid it. And this was one of those things that I would stick my sheets in there and squeeze them in there till they fit and do all that. And it was driving me crazy. And I just kept thinking, I need to get it organized. So I finally did. A friend of mine, she's such a blessing. She got her own apartment. And that gave me an excuse to get in there and donate things that she can use for her new apartment. And I thought, oh, this is a great time for me to put all excuses behind me and get this done. Now, there's a channel that I watch, and I watch this channel on and off. I don't watch it every week, but I do like this channel, and it's called Fly Lady. And I'm sure many of you have heard of the Fly Lady, and you know, things and suggestions that she gives. And when I'm not in the mood to declutter, I put on one of her podcasts, and that gets me in the mood really quick. I love her channel. It's one of those channels that I really like to go to. I really like to visit. She's one of my favorite channels that I like to watch. One of the things that I knew had to be done, I kept opening up this cabinet, sticking in my blankets, my pillowcases, my towels that I buy, all that stuff, sticking it in there and not organizing it. And finally, I just got to the point and I thought to myself, I cannot organize clutter. You cannot organize clutter. If you have clutter, you really have to go on ahead and try to get rid of some of that clutter. Now, I am not a minimalist. This is not a channel about being a minimalist or getting rid of all your keepsakes and getting rid of everything. I do like keepsakes. I do like, you know, little treasures that people have given to me that I have in my home. So I'm going to show you, though, I decided to donate some of this stuff to a friend of mine, and I was cleaning this out. I have Elijah over here, so he might jump up here sooner or later, but he's over here listening to me and watching me. So first thing I decided to give her, I'm going to give her these. Do you have those extra mitts, pot holders and stuff? You know, those are things that can accumulate. Now, one thing I would not do is give anybody mitts that have burn holes and stains. I'd usually throw those away, but I found these in here up at the top because usually I take my fall stuff down after the fall and I put it away. So I'm going to give these to her because I know she can use them in her kitchen come the fall, and it'll be one less thing she has to purchase. You know, it'll just be one less thing she has to purchase. Then I found this in here too, and I thought it was so cute. It's actually one of those birthday covers for the chairs. They have these in the birthday department, and it's just so adorable. And I decided she's got little kids. This would be great to donate to her for her to use for one of her kids. And I also had this here. I never used it. Never used it. If you have those things you don't use, just donate them. Because, you know, it can get to the point where it's sitting in your cabinet, your closet, your garage, your barn for 3, 4, 5 years in a box, somewhere in a corner. And then when you decide to declutter and you find it, it's like, oh, I could use this. Now, don't get me wrong. There are things sometimes I forget I have and realize, wow, I don't have to go out and buy one because I already have one. I'm not talking about that. But then there's things we don't need because we don't go to it. It's not a go-to item for us that we can go on ahead and donate. So I'm going to go on ahead and donate that for her dishes. And then I found one of these. Now, do you have these? These go over the mattress for the kids for when if they wet the bed or something. These are just really good. I used to have this for my grandkids when they used to live here. And I used to have these for the beds for them. But we don't use these anymore. My grandkids are grown. We don't use these anymore. So I'm going to go on ahead. She has little ones. And I thought this is great for a twin bed. Because that's what it's for. And she can use it for her little ones. So if you have anything like that, don't throw them out. Give them, you know, sometimes we donate them to thrift stores like Salvation Army, Goodwill, whatever thrift store you donate to. And then they put it in the store and they put the price really high where people can't even afford to buy it anymore. I'd rather just give it to somebody that I know can use it, right? Just give it to someone that you know that's going to be able to use those kind of things with no problem. And there's a lot of single moms. And single dads also. My husband was a single dad for many years, okay? So there's a lot of single moms and single dads out there that can use your help and can use those things that you don't want or you don't use. And then I'm going to give this tablecloth. And it's easy also when you have kids because you can just wipe this down. So I'm going to donate that. Now these curtains here, these are some sheer curtains that go with the really big bulky curtain rods. I used these one time. They came with these. Let me show you. They came with these. Okay, these have 2 panels. And I bought these about maybe 3 or 4 years ago. Probably 3 years ago. I put them up one time. And I just didn't get the feel for it. Because my husband and I, we like the Adirondack theme. You know, that's how we are. The woodsy theme. And I had these up. These go with it. These are brand new. And they were sitting in there for all these years. And I've never used them. I used them one time. And I just never used them. Why not give them to someone, right? That's a great way to declutter. Is the stuff that you have that you no longer use. You can donate those. Give them to a friend. You know. One thing I would say with decluttering that we should never do. Is ever give somebody something and once we give it to them, we start telling everybody we gave it to them. In the sense of when we see them out in public, we're saying, oh, I gave you that shirt. Oh, I gave you those pants. Oh, I gave you those shoes. I've seen people do that. And sometimes that can embarrass the person that we gave it to, right? Here I'm sharing with you. You don't know the person I'm donating these to, but I'm sharing with you what we can do with the things that we have. Instead of just giving them to somewhere where they're going to charge somebody a higher price, just give it away to someone that's in need or someone that maybe could just use it instead of them going out and buying everything new, right? But one thing we should never do is give something to someone and then when they're around people, point it out all the time that we gave it to them. You know, God says don't let your right hand or your left hand know what your right hand's doing, okay? So sometimes we do things and we don't need to let the people know who it is we gave it to. That's not what's important, right? It's not important. So that's a big decluttering no-no that we should never do that, you know? So I have these here. Then I found these pink and white ones. And they have the pillowcase. And these are in very good condition. And I said, okay, these have got to go. And they're pretty and a little girl can use them. So I thought these were great. And I'm going to put these in bags. And then I found the blue curtains that I used to have up for my grandson when they lived here. But I don't like blue. I like blue to wear it. I don't like blue on curtains. I'm not a huge blue fan. I don't even know, is it blue fan? I guess, anyway. You know, when it comes to that, I'm not huge on blue decorations. That's what I'm trying to say. So maybe one day, but you see, if I save this and I put it back in there, well, maybe one day I'll like this and I'll use it. I will never use it and it'll stay cluttered in there. And I won't get rid of it. And that's another thing. Another decluttering no-no. If you can't reach for it and you don't reach for it, go on ahead and donate it Give it to someone that can really, really use it. I think that's great for us to donate things to people. And if you don't have anyone that can use it, there's no one that can use it, go on ahead, put it on the side of the road, put free on it, and let somebody come and take it. We do that a lot in our community. This is a very small community. And lots of times when people are trying to get rid of stuff, they just put it out in front of their house. They put free. And my husband and I have been known to stop and see something we really like and pick it up. Nothing wrong with that, folks. So we do that here too, you know. And then I have these curtains too. These are 2 panels. And I think I bought these at Walmart also. A long time ago is when I brought these. When I brought these. And they're just so pretty. But I have enough fall curtains. So those also, I am going to come with 2 panels. The other panel somewhere around there that I'm going to give away. Now I'm going to show you these sheets that are horrible. I have these sheets here. If you look real close, they got all these little dots. I think that happened in the washer or the dryer. I don't know. I know that I use these also during the fall. And sometimes I throw my sweaters in there. And I think that's why they get like that. I have no idea. But this right here with all those like dots and stuff, I am just going to throw these away. I'm going to just get rid of them. Now I have this one here that goes with it. This is the flat sheet. Is it? No, this is the fitted sheet. That's the flat sheet. This is the fitted. But this one also is not in good condition. And that's another donation no-no, is to give away stuff that's stained, to give it to somebody stained. Now I'm not talking about, there's some quilts that you buy. They may have like a little old rip in it, a tear, a little stain or something, you know, that you can get out. Nothing big, nothing dramatic. If it's something that has to do with bodily fluid, we should get rid of that and not donate it. And some people donate that kind of stuff. It's like when you stay at a hotel on vacation, you don't want to lay in a bed that is stained, right? You just don't want to do that. You don't want to lay on sheets that are stained, because if you lay on sheets that are stained, you never know who was laying in that bed. Well, it's the same way I feel when we're donating clothes or donating stuff. And another thing I don't do, I don't know if some people do, unless they're new and they are in very good condition, I don't donate undergarments. I don't donate those. They go away in the garbage. I just don't. And I think those are no-nos that we should do, that we shouldn't do when we're donating clothes or whatever it is that we're donating to friends, community, thrift stores. We want to try to donate things that we no longer go to, but we know that there's people that will happily use them, because I love going thrifting and finding things that belong to other folks that I'm happily going to use in my home. But if I bring something home that's got this weird stain that you can't figure out what it is, throw it out. Because you just never know. It's not good. You know, try not to organize declutter. Try to declutter. Decluttering is a great way. Little bit at a time. Maybe 2 or 3 things a day. That there's a few channels that are doing that here that I've been watching, that are decluttering, that have decluttering videos specific for picking certain things and decluttering them. And I think it's been really, really great to watch those channels. But decluttering a little at a time. You don't have to be perfect and do everything and go through your whole house in 1 week. That is impossible. It didn't get like that in 1 week. It's going to take more than 1 week to declutter it. And I'm talking from experience, okay? My garage and barn is the one thing, that my husband and I try to avoid, but we know we got to get to it. And another no-no, never donate things that may mean something to someone. Never always ask their permission. If it's your spouse, ask their permission before you donate it. If it's your husband, don't donate his favorite high school ball cap. Even though to you that might mean nothing and you might think, but we don't need it, right? What does he need that for? He doesn't even wear it, doesn't even fit him. Why does he wear his jersey that he wore in high school when he's gained 30 pounds and it doesn't fit him? But if it's special to him, we don't do that to one another. And that's one thing I love about my husband. He'll ask me or I'll ask him, but we just don't get rid of stuff. We just don't just take stuff and get rid of it because we don't like it. We have to respect one another's feelings and see if that other person is going to like it. Now, my grandkids, that's different. They have grown out of their toys. They have those little McDonald's prizes toys that they don't even play with under the bed. Dust bunnies everywhere. Those I clean out. I used to, when they lived here, clean out from under the bed, and those I would just throw away because they didn't even know they existed. They did not even miss it and stuff like that. But if it's something very, very special to them that I know they really like, they really enjoy, I will not get rid of it. But if it's just clutter, dolls without arms, the hair's a mess, no body, that stuff goes to the garbage. So we just got to be, I guess we got to take our family's feelings into consideration. Why are we decluttering? Just because we want to get back at them and say, you don't need this anymore, I'm going to get rid of it because it's just offending us? Or do we do it because we want our home to feel clean and peaceful and organized? That's why I want to do it. Now, right now I did this and I feel so good inside that I got something accomplished this week and it is organized, and I'm also able to bless somebody with the extra stuff that I don't go to anymore. So God bless you. I hope you enjoyed this channel. I hope it inspired you to declutter something, and I will see you soon. Thank you for joining me at A Proverbs Home, and God bless everyone. Bye.